Hello Aries and welcome to your weekly reading. Okay, so some big intense energies were just coming off the full moon in Capricorn, where it is showing you truths, and it's working very much with Pluto, the planet of the underworld, where it shows you truths that can be transformative, that can transform a part of your life. So I'm just going to start the reading with a little message for you, and it's going to be just kind of like an overriding message that we might come back to throughout the reading. It says, I'm at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. And this would suggest to me that it is about, we always have these certain things that by this age you're supposed to be doing that, and this age you're supposed to have achieved this, and I'm meant to be looking like this, and blah, 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 blah. And it is about what sort of judgments you have about yourself, about what sort of achievements or where you think you should be at whatever age you are at this moment in time. So it's kind of having a big look at that in terms of the bigger picture, because Capricorn, we're kind of, like I said, we're coming off the full moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn's the outside world. It's the bigger picture, saying, okay, where are you at in terms of, life cycles? The Capricorn energy is the master builder energy of, I've set a goal that by this age I want to be here, by that age I want to be doing that, by this age I want this much money, I want this house, I want this in my career, I want this in my partnership, I want whatever it is that you're wanting in. Maybe you want a gazillion dogs in your life. I don't know what it's going in, but this one says, I'm in the process of positive change. I'm unfolding in fulfilling ways. Like this message of fulfillment, what is deeply fulfilling you, seems to be a big question that's coming in at this moment in time. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. Again, you've got that peace energy. So it is wanting you to find peace with something by seeing the truth, which seems really important. So let's see. Let's look at the situation here with the tarot. And that one just fully jumped out for you, Aries. So let's see what we've got. The Five of Feathers, strategy and resilience. So this is the equivalent of the Five of Swords. So this can sometimes look at new ways of thinking, choices, where there may have been conflict as well within you. This can be internal conflict. It can be conflict with somebody else. Perhaps there's been some kind of fallout. But we've got this little armadillo. It's like put on your little hard shell and ready to move forward through and come up with a strategy to be able to move forward here. So it's kind of adding like your logical brain and going, right, I'm taking on this and we're going to be able to, take this on. It can also be, where have you put on too hard a shell that you haven't let other people in, or haven't let new ideas in, or other opinions in as well. So it does suggest there's some sort of conflict inside your mind that you're wanting to move on from here. So let's see what is shifting. But it's also showing you how strong you are with that resilience energy. But interesting, resilience can sometimes be where you're opening yourself up for vulnerability. That can sometimes be how strong are you in dealing with situations where you're feeling really vulnerable. And again, it comes back to the, it's a tricky one. Do you put the hard shell on, or do you need the hard shell because you're feeling too vulnerable? That's going to be, really dependent. It's going to be unique for all of you. So let's see what's shifting and changing. Lots is happening here. Wand, Princess, Fire, Palace, and Pentacle 7, Saturn, Taurus. Oh, I like this. So this is where the Wand Princess is where there's been something that you've been wanting to, like it's a spark, it's a passion, it's something you've wanted to develop here. It can be a new goal. And it's, I'm wanting to initiate this, develop this, but I keep coming up against this Saturn energy, which says slow down, look at it really. It feels like it's kind of putting a little bit of like earth on the fire, which puts the fire out a little bit. It's kind of like, I don't want to go slow. I want to go faster. I don't want to feel like I'm restricted. I don't want to have to kind of, the Saturn Taurus energy is like wanting to bring growth into your life, but it's very methodical. It's been thought out well. And so this is actually where the strategy is coming in, and it's saying, this thing can get off the ground, but it does need to look at what sort of structures are around it, what sort of, what the methodology of it is. And the Pentacle 7, it does want to bring growth. Perhaps it's been frustrating because there's been restricted growth around something. But it's about listening to those messages, like I said, when Saturn comes in and rules a full moon energy, and Saturn is also in Aquarius up in the sky at this moment in time. Saturn rules both Aquarius and Capricorn, so it's going to be super strong at this moment in time. And it's a funny energy of looking at the boundaries in your life and structures in your life, where what's working with how you're doing something and what needs to be shifted and changes, where do you need to think outside the box. And so speaking of Aquarius, in it comes with the star card, Saturn, Uranus, Aquarius. This is the thinking outside the box, wanting to feel more hopeful, being really divinely guided. And Cup 9 Moon, Pisces, what is fulfilling you, wanting to bring in more fulfillment, deep fulfillment with an energy and have things starting to line up. So I feel like you're pushing past I feel like it's like you're thinking big here, and there may have been felt like there's restrictions or frustrations, but it's wanting to kind of get you thinking and shifting some of those energies around you in order to be able to move this forward, perhaps not necessarily in the way that you would really ideally want. It's great that actually Jupiter is in your sign at this moment, Aries. So that's wanting to expand something, and then you're up against Saturn that's going, well, I want to contract it and put limitations on it. And then you're like, I don't know what to do. But the solutions are here. That's the thing. I think it's just like you need to kind of think of a different way and of doing it, and to just kind of go, right, I'm doing this. It may not move as fast as I want. There may be more challenges than what I was hoping, but I'm still moving forward with it. I believe in this. So the Four of Pentacles as the situation, this is a Capricorn energy. Some of you may be needing to use your savings, or you may be needing to bring savings in with this. The Four of Pentacles is like, I've got something here. I'm wanting to hold on to it, but it sort of also at the same time doesn't feel like it's necessarily moving forward. And sometimes it can ask the question of, what are you holding on to too tightly for fear of letting go? So we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is actually good energy to come in. This is like wanting to bring more balance, equilibrium, perhaps some money coming in for it, or wanting to invest more time and energy into it. Ooh, we like this. The Emperor, this is you right in the center going, right, I'm bossing up. I'm not necessarily going to, I understand that there's restrictions around this, or that something needs to shift and change. If anybody's going to make this decision, it's going to be me. So the Emperor energy coming in. This is actually really good news if you're wanting a promotion or more money coming in as well, because the Emperor energy is like a boss energy. You're dealing with authorities. So if you're looking for any kind of funding or people to invest in you, however that may be playing out, whether it's time, effort, money, energy, could quite literally be someone who's really an expert in the field that says, I can help you out with something as well. The Ace of Swords, okay, so this is where you're getting the clarity that's coming in, the gift of clarity, and it can actually be new contracts. And the Six of Wands, success coming through with this. We love it. And at the base, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which you had up here, the Pentacle 7, Saturn, Taurus. So it is very much saying you've got this seed to plant, you want to bring it in. Bring in more growth, and it's making a really, really good decision and good choice here with this Ace of Swords. This is a really good idea that could potentially bring success, and it's because the Emperor is determined to make it successful. It's like, right, I see that there is, this is not working, or there's, like I said, there's delays, or it's not going quite exactly how I want it to be, but boom, I'm coming in, and I know maybe it needs more of your time. Maybe it needs more of you in there. So the Six of Pentacles is very much wanting to bring something into balance, where it feels like you've either been pushing too hard against something and not been able to receive, or whether you've been giving too much and somebody hasn't been giving back to you. So, and maybe you've been, maybe it's like you've been asking too much of a situation and not giving enough. So it's kind of interesting, but that balance is there. It is around, like I said, the Ace of Swords, seeing the clarity. This can be, if you are looking for, this can be new contracts around work that are coming in, or, renegotiating contracts around work, which is actually really good that comes through as well. But ultimately, it's like, yes, I see the clarity. I'm making a decision here. I've got this really good idea, and I'm taking this on. So let's see what else is coming through. And the Six of Wands is, wanting success and validation. So I think you're not willing, you're like, I'm not staying in a comfort zone. I want this to grow. I want to get out of this comfort zone because I want to see the growth, and I'm not scared. You're being very brave here. So this is like amazing energy, Aries. And it can be, you're like, I'm not going to let this intimidate me or stop me. If there's something in my way, I want to take this on. So, and that's why you're putting on you're getting into your strategy and your resilience. So interesting, the Gazelle energy is coming in. It is a fire energy. Now, this is an interesting one because the Gazelle energy is about having a rest. Now, it can be, I feel like you're wanting to put a lot of time and effort and energy, or at least you've been asked. And it can be either maybe you already have been putting too much and working too hard at something, and it's saying time to retract and have a rest. Let something kind of, with the Gazelle energy. And I like the Gazelle energy because this is a gazelle just chilling out. It's sunset, not worrying that there's any predators around. There's no lions. It's not letting fear get in the way of taking something on. And so it's also saying at the end of the day, make sure that you get a really good rest, that you're not pushing yourself too hard with this energy, because I feel like you could be putting a lot of pressure on yourself as well. And I'm also seeing that there could be some difficult decisions here where you're going, okay, I'm allowing the sun to set on this. Maybe this just isn't right. Maybe this just isn't going to go anywhere. Maybe this isn't going to, this isn't going to bring me the fulfillment that I want. So it's making a big decision around this about you're investing in some things, but also letting some other things go that you don't want to put your time, effort, and energy into. So this could be balancing a lot of those energies that you're dealing with here. And so the Gazelle energy, yeah, definitely it is like, because it's a fire energy, it's all about, pulling back. I'm kind of getting this energy of pulling back from something and just... Yeah, it's interesting with the Gazelle. I feel like you're making some big decisions with the Emperor energy right in the center. Like I said, you're deciding what you want to put effort into and what you don't anymore. And that's really, really important for your energy levels, and to know, what is naturally ending and what you actually really need to kind of shift and change and make some new strategies around and keep tackling. So that's kind of going to be the big decisions that you're going to be dealing with the Emperor, because it's all about management of time, effort, and energy is the important thing, because it's like, I need to make some big decisions here. So that's it, Aries. That's it. And bigger picture decisions coming through here, which is really important. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.